All right, team, what's going on? I'm Tim Jenkins. Welcome to All Things QB, where I watch every single clip and break down the most important ones. Today, we've got Bo Nix, Week 18, and this Denver Broncos team. A big win as they secure the 1 seed. But before we jump into the film, please FTA this thing, which means comment for the algorithm. Make sure you're liking this video and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. I always say you can wait till the end of this video and hopefully I will earn that subscription. But without further ado, let's jump into the film. All right, team. First one I've got for you guys. We've got a little Bo Nix legs action. Just got toss boot. Nothing crazy, but really good recognition from Bo. He sees the defender instead of playing contain. He sees him go to jump Sutton. Really good stuff. Just great recognition. Good job utilizing his legs. This is going to become a huge factor here in the playoffs. I'm telling you that right now. Bo's ability to either extend the play and or create a play with his legs is going to play a huge role. This one's super simple. It's actually kind of interesting, honestly, what they're trying to set up, but we're making it look like toss, right? We're going to reverse out, fake the toss. We're on boot. We've got this ultra high here. We've got Cortland Sutton working the shallow. And then right here, he's supposed to be on the over route. Now, our over route gets taken out. Sutton kind of gets caught up by this guy. So really, we don't have him or him. It's really just ultra high or run is what ends up shaking out for Bo. I'll freeze it right here. Boom. You see the over route? I want you guys to watch right here. Okay, watch our over route gets hit. Bang. Okay. You can see this defender chooses to take Sutton inside. Sutton's not really getting there with tempo, right? He's kind of getting caught up, which then means Bo's going to be wide open once this guy makes his choice. If he decides to go to Bo right now, all of a sudden Sutton's wide open, right? So really play turns into a win-win for the Broncos. Bo does a good job just utilizing his legs, taking it. We'll look at it from the tight one more time. See the fake toss. You can see that impact on the defense. Boom, fake toss. Look at that flow that we get on the fake toss. So a big reason we probably get so much flow on fake toss is because all we've been doing is run, HB screen. So that probably plays a factor in it now. But here it is. Speaking of HB screen, here it is. Third down. Tailback screen. Did this about 4 times. We're only going to talk about one of them. But, yeah, I mean, obviously not the most creative game plan in the world, and I'll give you my thoughts on that and the impact at the end. But does it matter? No, we ran HB screen on 3rd and long. Guess what? We picked it up. One little tiny note about screen. I love when we bring it from the opposite side and gun, and especially when that back is to the trip side, because that creates essentially a quads look for this defense to where the likelihood that you get defenders plussed is higher, meaning the likelihood you get defenders away from where we're trying to throw screen significantly higher. And you can see this, just a great job by the Broncos. The tight end here on the chip. Makes it look like chip. Instead, he gets vertical, gets the corner. Then just well done by the Broncos. Let's look at Bo from the tight, the footwork. How does he do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, look at that. Look at his eyes. Eyes front side. Nope. Getting to my back. Good job, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, everything about this looks like 3rd and long. Looks like we're trying to chip the D end. Looks like we're trying to add in protection. Looks like we're trying to block it up so that we can generate a huge shot down the field on this side. Instead, we're just coming right back to the left. Boom, screen. Man, I love it. All right, this one's a no grade. We're running Machete. And honestly, we've got it. We've got it. We don't rip it. Now, so much easier for me to sit here and say, hey, we've got it. Got to rip it. A whole different ball game executing it. With that said, we need to execute it. Especially because we have pretty decent protection right there. Remember what Machete is we've got these 2 deep overs, both all the way down the field. The Broncos pair it with a stick at 8 post out here. So you can really alert this, and then you're kind of reading this thing 1 to 2 down to your check, or 1 to 2 down to your check, however you want to read it out, however you want to install it. You can see Bo with the action drop, gun action 5. So you get the gun, the fake, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't know why he gets off this one. Now, the order of events might be different. The order of events might be, and listen, the Broncos might not even read both the machetes on the pop. Now, I think you have to. I think it's a mandatory. But listen, if the Broncos don't, they don't, right? I think you have to. I think it's a mandatory. You got to do it. With that being said, you know, he's already throwing the football. So something got him off of this early. And I wish I knew what. Potentially this backside safety, he's thinking, oh, he's reading that, but he's actually not. He's running through it. That's the one thing that I, do like about the whole pure progression PSL argument, is the pure progression, man. It kind of forces you to give it a chance, right? You get this busted coverage. Look at this, though. Oh, baby. That was a shot. That was one that we would love back if we could have it. Unfortunately, in the game of ball, we cannot have it. Cannot have it back. That's the thing that's always sad about this game. We do not get them back. We don't get them back. With that being said, we'll be all right. Now, okay, we have Machete, but then what do we follow up Machete with? We follow it up with what you guys know is my favorite concept in football, which is Samurai. There is nothing more glorious than a well-executed Samurai concept. There's nothing better, okay? The only thing that could make it better is if there's run action associated with it, and guess what? That's exactly what we have here, okay? We have, first and foremost, we win with personnel right away. What are we in, ladies and gentlemen? We're in 13. You could call it 22, right? I'd have to roster look up. Okay, we could call it 22 or 13. Moral of the story, in my opinion, we've got one back, and we got 3 either tight ends or 2 tight ends and a fullback, being one of them here, Y, one of them here, F, one of them here, Z, okay? We would have called this triple right close, okay? We would have brought all these guys in. So you have the Y, the F, and the Z. These guys are both off the ball. The Y is on the ball. We've got our X backside. What are we going to do with our X? We're going to work him on a stick at 8 post, a really high angle post. We're going to have my guy Ingram on the Samurai, the deep over. We're going to pull a guy backside. Okay, so we're in power pass. We're going to be fake here. He would be read flat after. You could say alert. I actually prefer saying this is our first progression, second progression, third progression. We're going to be in power footwork here. Boom. Power run action. Okay. We would call this power 7-8 hitch. Okay. Look at that. Bang. Perfect. Perfect. There's nothing perfect this side of heaven, but this play is just about as close to me, Samurai. And I don't know why. I think this should be run a minimum of this one time in the NFL. If I was calling a game, we're running this at least once. Okay? Now, I wish I could do this with my third grade Warriors team. We're not there yet, but we will be. And we will be ripping Samurai all day long. Look at this. Just perfect. The footwork, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gosh. A great little tip on when a quarterback's going to take 7 versus 8 is what foot moves first. Is it my right foot moving first? Then it's going to be 7. Okay, if I'm a right-handed quarterback. If it's my left foot moving first, then it's going to be 8. Okay, one nice little thing for you guys to know. But look at that. So that, if you guys were curious, we would have called it triple right close. Power pass left, okay? Power pass left, Z Samurai, because it's our Z on that deep over, okay? This I just wanted to talk through because I really like the idea of what they're trying to accomplish here. I like the concept. I like this in general because I do think there's a time and a place where this could be really successful. Okay, so it's 3rd and long. Now, what I will say is I don't love the personnel usage. I don't love this being Sutton. I'd rather see maybe like a Mims, but those also, it's give or take with different guys, you get different results. Sutton is more believable as a chip guy, right? You motion Sutton down. It's more believable that Cortland Sutton is going to be on the chip, right? That's more believable. Mims, not as believable. But I don't think Sutton is a significant upgrade over Ingram in a situation like this, where what I think the Broncos are trying to get done is they're trying to get where you get this chip to this release and you get all these guys running off on like a 3rd and long. And I love it because a lot of times it's like you're using a tight end for this. Well, okay, let's use a receiver. However, I don't think Sutton's an upgrade over Ingram in this capacity. But if you had like a Mims or a Franklin, I could see it really being great. But then again, are they even buying that you're chipping? Probably not. So I don't know. So moral of the story is, and like, listen, I could be just giving a lot of credit to Sean Payton, and actually turns out Cortland Sutton just missed his block, right? That could also be in play here. And if I'm going to be honest with you guys, I wouldn't even remotely think about covering this play if it wasn't so dang boring what they rolled out there. Now, a boring win is still a win, and we're still the 1 seed, so let's all be fired up. But I will tell you that this all could have just been a long rant about nothing, because to me, watching this again, looks a lot like Sutton just misses his block. So let's just disregard everything we just learned. Let's disregard everything we covered. It's still applicable in that a great play is to chip and then release against off coverage or man coverage, especially if you're getting pressure, because then sometimes they just forget about him. But Ingram's our guy. He's going to be our guy. I think Cortland Sutton just simply missed his block. So last one I've got for you guys is we've got the check down off of Samurai. So they ran Samurai again, and I don't want to sound sarcastic when I say this, because I'm not being, or facetious. When you run Samurai, good things happen. I don't care if you get to your check down, if you throw your stick at 8. What I'll say is Samurai is one of those plays that is blessed by God to be a successful football play. Jesus loves Samurai. I love Samurai. Samurai is successful whenever you run it, especially out of variable formations. And look at this, okay? Now we're going to motion across, and we're in a different personnel group, and we're in 11. Not 11, I apologize. We're in 12, okay? We've got Y, F, who's going to be our Z, our X, our H, Y, and F. Those are both tight ends. H, that's my back. Now, 45, you guys can roster check it for me. Not totally sure. I'm going to do it real quick as I'm going. 45, Denver Broncos. That is tight end. Tight end / fullback. Tight end on the roster, which means we're going with 12 personnel. So this is 12 personnel, okay? We got our back, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Again, stick at 8 post here. Z Samurai, deep over, back check down after the action. Let's watch it all unfold now. Okay, same action. Guess what? They sank underneath the Samurai. And if we're being honest, I don't even think they did. I think if Bo were to flash pump here, he still has it, okay? But I appreciate the fast decision. Gets it to yours back. Guess what? We're still going to pick up 15-plus yards because we ran Samurai, because it's glorious. Nobody likes Samurai more than me. And I think rightfully so. Look at this little action. Boom. Flip it out there. Man, I love it. I love it. So, team, before we wrap up, you guys know we launched the memberships. I've got a Broncos I've got a Broncos extended cut dropping tomorrow for our members, our FTA Army, our film junkies. Please consider jumping over and doing that. I got 2 things we got to clean up and then 1 thing I wanted to talk through. So 3 more clips. But the title of this video, okay, is that they showed nothing, but what did they actually accomplish? And what they actually accomplished is what they needed to, which is they secured the 1 seed while not tipping a potential opponent's game plan. And I actually think it was really well done. They ran the ball, they ran screen, they ran samurai, which everybody runs, so it's not like you're showing anything. There was nothing special. And the fact that they didn't need anything special is actually probably the greatest compliment to the way this Broncos team is assembled. So, I don't know, I'm pretty fired up. I think this team's got a real chance to make a run. So I want you guys to comment, let me know what you thought. Enjoy the bye week. And then until next time, when we are the 1 seed, the playoff 1 seed, incredible stuff. I will see you guys for that one. So until next time, peace.